a word to you who have watched Star Trek. The Vulcan sign that Spock would give. Leonard Nimoy was actually Jewish. And this right here is the shape of the letter Sheen in the Hebrew alphabet. And it's the first letter in the word Shalom. And so lots of times when Jews would greet each other, sometimes instead of saying Shalom, which means peace, they'd do that. And so the Vulcan sign was actually the Jewish peace wish sign, Shalom. So, yeah, anyway. Maybe that's what Jesus said when he appeared to the disciples. He said, peace be with you. Maybe he just said Shalom because they were Hebrew. Or maybe he said something a little bit more than that. Y'all quit worrying, I'm giving you my peace. Well, let's just read the passage and then go back a little ways to the words that he gave them when they were in the upper room and then in the vineyard before they finally got to the Garden of Gethsemane. Remember, they're in the upper room, chapters 13 and 14, and they're between the upper room and the Garden of Gethsemane in 15 and 16 and 17. Okay, all right. John 20, verses 19 and 20. When it was evening on that day, the first day of the week, and when the doors were shut where the disciples were, for fear of the Jews, that doesn't sound like peace, Jesus came and stood in their midst and said, peace be with you. And when he had said that, he showed them both his hands and his side. The disciples then rejoiced when they saw the Lord. And I wonder if maybe it's not written here, but maybe he said something like, why didn't you believe the women when they told you what they saw? Okay, but anyway, they had to see to believe. So once again, take it easy on Thomas. But let's go back to chapter 14, verse 27. Now remember, Jesus is telling them, I'm going to go away. I'm going to go away. And when I go away, I'm going to send the Holy Spirit. And he gave a lot of promises. The Holy Spirit's going to bear witness of me. The Holy Spirit is going to convict of sin and righteousness and judgment. The Holy Spirit is going to be an everlasting presence with you. He will be in you and dwell with you. Lots of promises about the Holy Spirit. But also, one of the outcomes of the presence of the Holy Spirit is the fruit of the Spirit: love, joy, peace. And in John 14:27, peace I leave with you. Remember, I'm going away. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. Not as the world gives, do I give to you. The world doesn't give peace, does it? Do not let your heart be troubled, nor let it be fearful. Notice your heart has a tendency to move toward fear. And it has a tendency to move toward being troubled. And Jesus said, don't let it. By an act of your will, continue to make yourself trust in me in those non-peaceful times. Don't let your heart be troubled. Your heart is not in charge. I don't know how many times I have spoken to people that have been at their wits' end and they've had a lot of anxiety. And I tell them, don't let your emotions run your life. Let your will run your life. But before you do that, submit your will to his will. Turn your will over to the Lordship of Jesus Christ, and then let that will tell you what to do as opposed to just following your feelings. Dogs do what they feel like doing, and they drink from the toilet. Don't you think we can beat that? As human beings, as an act of your will, tell your emotions, you're not boss here. You're not the boss here. I'm not going to let my heart be troubled. I'm going to turn my affections, turn my attitude toward trusting God. He'll bless that. Have a wonderful day.